Steve, it's a new season. Sydney FC always prides itself at being at the top of the ladder, but last season was 8th. So what are you hoping to achieve this season? How do you climb back up the ladder?
Oh, well, obviously we looked at the review from last season. You can see the amount of changes that we made to the squad. Number of experienced players come in as foreigners, but also a number of younger players also coming up. So I think we had a great blend of experience and youth players. So we're obviously looking to bounce back and get back to the top of the table.
It's been a disjointed couple of years for the A-League with COVID and obviously your problems with the stadiums and so on. How important do you think this season is in terms of re-establishing the A-League and its place in the Australian sporting landscape?
Yeah, I think 2.5 years probably of COVID obviously has been difficult for everyone. Especially for us being outside of this beautiful stadium, which we're here today, going to have a little hit out on it today, which is great. So it'll be great to have all the supporters coming back, flocking back to this stadium and supporting the boys again. So it's definitely been a disruptive couple of years, but I think we're through that now, and it's there's a real buzz around the A-League, I think, at the moment. And obviously, with us playing Victory here in the first game of the season, with Nanny coming to the stadium, I'm sure there'll be a couple of thousand Victory fans as well coming to watch the game, and hopefully around 30,000 of ours as well. So it's going to be an exciting start to the season.
Do you think the A-League did lose a bit of ground during those couple of seasons?
I think all sports probably did. With no supporters coming to the game, playing in empty stadiums, it's never easy for players as well to get up for games and stuff like that. So I know our boys are looking forward to playing here and having a big crowd behind them.
So what does this new stadium mean to Sydney FC?
Well, like I said, it's been 4 years we've been outside. I haven't actually coached in this stadium. I've played in it before in the old one, but never coached in the old one. So it's obviously a fresh start. It's an exciting season for us. It's our first training session on it, so we'll see how we go today. But I know everyone's excited about playing here and obviously making it a fortress like it used to be.
You've got a lot of new signings, a lot of change to the squad, which is unusual for Sydney FC. Are we going to see a radically different starting 11 to what we might have become used to?
Oh yeah, I think so with the amount of changes, obviously. But we've obviously been working pre-season on how we're playing, and the new foreign boys will come into the side. But we still have a lot of players that have been here for a long time. That gives us that real experience and drive the culture of the club. You'll see them starting as well. So I think you'll see a good blend of experienced players, new players coming in, and young boys as well.
The break for the World Cup, will that be a disruption at all?
Well, I think sometimes it could be. Sometimes it could be in a good way as well. I think you won't know until you start the season and how you go in them first 5-6 games. But everyone knows it's coming. We've got a 3-week period. We play Celtic within that period as well, which is great for us as a club. But yeah, I think everyone wants to watch the World Cup, and having that 3-week break, we're not missing any of the internationals, which I think is important.
Steve, we all saw what happened at the Australian Cup on the weekend with the Nazi salutes during the welcome to country. What was your reaction when you watched that, or
I actually missed it. I missed the start of the game, so I don't want to comment on that. So,
what message do you think the A-League wants to be sending the Australian community this season?
Obviously, we don't want that kind of stuff happening in stadiums. We want everyone to get behind their teams, of course, and give their support. But obviously, if that's happened, we don't want that.
Thank you very much.
Steve, you talk about support. What have you heard about ticket sales here tonight? Sorry, for Saturday night.
Yeah, we're hearing around 30,000. So obviously 30,000 in this stadium is going to be a great atmosphere. So we're really looking forward to that and seeing what kind of atmosphere we get with that.
In terms of the safe standing which is being put in over there, that's
yeah.
going to add a bit of atmosphere as well for the Cove.
Yeah, especially put in for the Cove. I think that's brilliant. They can throw their beer around standing up now, and they'll enjoy themselves behind the goals there.
Just one more question. Since the World Cup qualifies, Andrew Redmayne, what's his persona been like, and has he been getting any extra attention?
Definitely more attention in the media, and I think he's just really well known now. You know, wherever he goes, he's the face, the great wiggle, if you want to call him that. But really at training, he's no different. He goes about his business. He's a really good guy, works hard at training, great example for obviously the goalkeepers and younger players. And yeah, he's just gone about his business. So, you know, he's got 6 games obviously to get into the World Cup squad, which, you know, I'm sure he will. But yeah, they're very important 6 games. And there's other players, I think, that have got opportunity to make the World Cup squad as well, which I think that's why this first 6-game period is important for a lot of teams.
Thanks, Steve. Just a couple of questions as well.
Yeah.
Rick Bratton making his return after a long time out of ACL injury.
Yeah.
How do you plan to sort of, I guess, reinvigorate him into the squad come the start of the season?
Yeah, well, he's really ahead of schedule at the moment. He's already played in 2 or 3 of the games. We've played an in-house game and 3 A-League teams, and he's been involved in all of them games. So, yeah, he's obviously, I wouldn't say he's going to last 90 minutes, but he's doing really well. Obviously, a very important player for us. We missed him last season. He brings a lot of experience, but you know, the quality that he has on the ball as well, which I'm sure that will help us this season.
Just quickly as well, Lewis Nani with victory coming this weekend. Anything to plan to stop him with Ryan Graham and Caballo?
Yeah, well, he looks like he's been played on the right-hand side, so it's more Diego's side. But, you know, they could chop and change as well. So I think everyone knows how good a player he is. I'm looking forward to seeing him play as well. But, yeah, we have to stop him. But I think they have a very good attack. You know, Conomidis, Brimmer, you've got D'Agostino as well. I think they're all very good players, and I think we really need to be nice and tight on them and stop them from getting in positions to score.